Hey, good morning, friends. It's Joe. Welcome to my animal spirituality video for Tuesday, August the 26th. Hope you're doing well on this Tuesday morning. It's a beautiful day here in the Northeast, and hopefully it's beautiful where you are as well. Opening our eyes every day just makes it a beautiful day, if we can consider that. Today, I'd like to offer a prayer intention for a dog that I came across on social media in one of the rescues that I help and to follow. His name is Sitka, and Sitka is in really bad physical and emotional shape right now. And Sitka is a husky mix. That's what he looks to be. And without going into too many details right now about Sitka, I will just ask you to pray for him and pray for those who are helping him. So if we could just enter into a short prayer time for Sitka and those who are helping him right now, I would very much appreciate it. Thank you, everyone. And please, as I always say, please keep Sitka in your prayers all during today and beyond today. And I will keep you updated on his status and how he is doing. Okay, with that, I'm going to ask you to quiet your minds and hearts as we prepare to hear today's gospel, which is from St. Matthew, chapter 23, verses 23 to 26. Jesus said, "Woe to you, scribes and Pharisees, you hypocrites! You pay tithes of mint and dill and cumin, and have neglected the weightier things of the law, judgment and mercy and fidelity. But these you should have done without neglecting the others. Blind guides who strain out the gnat and swallow the camel. Woe to you, scribes and Pharisees, you hypocrites! You cleanse the outside of the cup and dish, but inside they are full of plunder and self-indulgence. Blind Pharisee, cleanse first the inside of the cup so that the outside also may be clean." Well, Jesus is telling us in this gospel that what we feel inside, our thoughts, what is in our heart and in our soul, eventually comes out and is expressed in our outer self. However, it is possible that sometimes our outer self can be changed. Several years ago, I was in touch with a female who was a professional poker player. She did some rescue work and we were in touch. And actually, when my wife and I were in Las Vegas, we met with her one morning for breakfast. And she was wearing a very big turtleneck. And it was a very warm day. And she was on her way to a poker match. She explained that she wore the turtleneck so people couldn't see her swallowing, maybe to take that as a cue on her hand. She also explained how she could change her eyes, if need be, to send a signal that she wanted to send to the players on the table. So I share this with you because it's a skill that I don't have, quite honestly, but it's certainly possible to change our outward look. And at times, maybe that's somewhat necessary, and in this case it is, but not in our day-to-day dealings with others. We should absolutely have purity in our heart and in our soul, and it should be expressed through our outward appearance. Now, one way we could improve on this is to watch our animal friends. Our animal friends have an impeccable sense of not being able to deceive us with any kind of outward appearance or anything that's going on inside them. It matches all the time. And I think that's a first step for us to look at what we are feeling inside and be able to express it outwardly. So if we're feeling a little bit of apprehension, it's okay that that comes out in our outward appearance. If we're feeling a little bit of nervousness or fear, or even sometimes anger, it's okay that that is expressed outside of ourselves. But what would be really positive movement forward in this area would be to more so gather a sense of empathy and compassion in our heart and in our soul. So that is what shows in our outward appearance on a more consistent basis. And animals do this, don't they? I can tell you this from experience. I can tell you this definitely from experience from my baby girl, Shelby, who was just one of the purest souls going. She had compassion always flowing through her heart and soul, and it showed in her eyes all the time. I could tell you about a farm animal that you've heard of from me before, Deacon, who is a goat who has a very playful way about him. And he has playful thoughts going through his heart and soul all the time, and it definitely shows in his eyes. I can tell you about animals I saw at vigils outside slaughterhouses who started out with fear, but then had love in their eyes for those who were there to comfort them and give them some water and some love. I can tell you about dogs that I've seen in shelters, and you've probably seen them too, who sit and wait. They have an apprehension about them because they don't want to receive love, they want to give love. My point is that animals can't lie. My point is that they absolutely always match their interior feelings with their exterior looks, and we should try to do the same. Let's not hide it from ourselves. Let's not hide it from others. And certainly, let's not hide it from Jesus, who knows, as he says in this gospel, the interior parts of ourselves and what we are feeling. It can go a long way, this sincerity of actions, towards feeling a little bit better about ourselves, feeling a little bit more peaceful, and definitely having better relationships with our human friends, our animal friends, and of course, Jesus. Well, my friends, that's my message for you today. As always, I hope it was helpful and you could take it into your day. I always welcome and appreciate your comments and your thoughts, and I always appreciate most your presence here with me. I want to wish you and your loved ones a wonderful Tuesday, and I look forward to seeing you back here tomorrow with another scripture reflection. Until then, take good care.